Hello and welcome, everyone. Shalom, shalom. Who do we have in the house? Who do we have in the building? Give it a few more seconds. Let the notification go out. Impromptu going live on Friday the 13th. And I got something heavy for you, for your mind to contemplate on, listen and learn. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, impromptu. Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the like. Okay, is anybody out there in the chat? It's not showing up. If it is, they might be trying to sabotage me again. Let's see what they got going here. So it's supposed to be visible. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And the topic was new Exodus, but Moses isn't coming, and that's basically the truth. The Exodus is going on now. It's been it's kind of sank in from finally cracking open the book of Nephi and the collection of the Book of Mormon about the gulf that's in between. Did more studying as well on the Caiaphas, and the more I study about it, the more there is no way to debunk it. The Catholic Church created the Christians, and the Roman Catholic priest, the priest in Jesus' day, they were appointed by the Roman government, and that's basically what that's about. So in the Old Testament, Yah had raised up a prophet, and he sent the prophet to the Pharaoh on behalf of the people. Yah sent him, and he told the Pharaoh, "Let my people go." And that's what this contention was about. Every time he sent him, it was with a new demand to the end game, or to the end result, that the Pharaoh would let the people go so they can go worship their God. But really, it was let them go forever was the plan. This Exodus, we've already gotten instructions. There's not going to be any Moses. There's not going to be any leader per se. Revelations 18:4 says, "Come out of her, my people, so that you don't partake of her plagues." Said that you don't partake of her sins, so that you don't receive of her plagues. That's conditional. Every part of that statement is conditional. But the commandment of that statement was to come out of her, my people. That's not, "I'm going to get you out of her, my people." It's not some type of rapture thing. It's not, "I'm going to send a prophet to come and go talk to your leaders and tell you to get out." He's talking directly to you and I, to us, to me and you, to come out. That's the commandment. And it also, basically, it says, when you break that language down that it's using, if we participate in the sins, we shall also partake of the plagues. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's the commandment. It's not an option. Yeah, I think they've disabled my live. I can't see anything. Shalom, shalom, welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. And it says, come out of her, be ye separate, touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. That's also a commandment. If he's going to receive us, we have to come out from among them and be ye separate and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. That's what Yah is saying. That's the commandment. He's not sending a Moses to go and talk to the leader, the president, or whatever, and say, let my people go. This time, he already gave us the instructions. It's dependent upon us to go. We've already gotten the instructions to go. Even in Luke 21, Matthew 24, Mark 13, and this is at the time of the war, he says, flee. He said, don't go back in and get this, don't go back in and get that. And he said, pray your flight is not in the wintertime, and pray, woe to those who give suck in those days. And pray it's not in the wintertime or on the Sabbath. It's still dependent upon us to flee. Yeah, guys, I know someone's probably saying something. The chat is disabled all the way. I can't see it. It's a dirty trick they pulled on me. But I didn't want to stay too long anyway, but that's heavy. I wanted to lay that out there. I may come back and do a show this evening as well. Who knows what time, either tonight or tomorrow or whatever. It's been a while. It's been about a week. We got through the 11th, September the 11th, and today is September the 13th. Some type of strange moon's supposed to happen tonight and throughout the weekend. So we may talk about that and the significance, if there is any. But it's one thing we need to be doing. The coming out is a real coming out. And we've already been commanded to do it. So, you have a lot of people say, well, I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to pray about it. He already told you what to do. I mean, you may want to pray about where and how and things like that. The method, the vehicle for coming out. But we already know at the end of the day, the plan is to come out. Or the instruction is, the order is to come out. Touch not the unclean thing. Be separate, be set apart, and he'll receive us. And also, he said something. So remember, that's Revelation 18:4 and 2 Corinthians 6 and 17, New Testament. We were already commanded to come out. And that says a lot, because we know that the mark of the beast is coming. And if we're out, we're going to be protected, like Isaiah 4. Upon all the glory should be a defense. But the gulf is already getting here, guys. It's already here. The divide is already starting. Those who are going to be about it and do action, and those who are going to talk about it. There's going to be a lot of people who think they're quote-unquote saved and God's children to get stuck in and have to face the same plagues that the wicked are going to face, the same trials and tribulations that the wicked is going to face. So he's able to hide us from what's going to come, and we can stand before the Lord, but we have to come out. That's already the commandment. And that's the new movement. That's the new exodus that's going on. Just make sure you're doing it God's way. And that's really what you want to pray about. The how, not necessarily, Lord, if you want me, because he's already commanded us. That's the commandment. It's already written in more than one place in Scripture. It's just the how to go about it, and when and where and with who or with whom, by yourself, by myself, or with a group or whatever. And he's already giving us instructions on how we should be living. We got to go back to the old ways. And it's all laid out from the Old Testament forward, living off of the land. So that's all I had on my mind, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm sorry I can't see the chat. That's one thing they're trying to, of course, they're trying to block me. They messed up the other day when I went to look at my analytics and all the stuff in the back. It had said 1.98K subs. I'm like, oh, they done messed up. 1.98K? Oh, they done messed up. Yeah, it's either 98K or 19K or 1.98K. Something happened to the algorithm, and I've been praying for it to break, to destroy, and let the truth show up, and the true numbers and everything show up. All the constant censorship to go away. And let's just get to the people. Anyway, shalom, shalom, peace and blessing, everybody. Thank y'all for joining in, man. Love y'all, man. Beyond Babbitt. This is Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, over and out. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, over and out. We'll probably do a show later on. Hopefully the chat will be working so we can correspond. All right. Well, peace and blessings. Be blessed.